And then I get a Zerg? So sick. My life is too good. I cast GSL Knight? Oh my god. The luck never stops with me. It's ridiculous. Here ain't going anywhere. Excuse me. Oh. I should have built that one hex over here, I think. That's a little bit far out. Right now, my TVZ is my best. Historically, my TVT has almost always been my best, but it's changed quite a bit, and I'm... Like, if I don't screw up in the early game, it's probably my best. But a lot of times I'll get, like, really far behind right at the beginning. Whereas, I feel like whatever happens in a TVZ, I can generally still have a chance. Always feel good TVZ. Which is weird because it's completely the opposite of the way it used to be. I was a Protoss killer once upon a time. Back when I actually played professionally. And Zerg was always my weak matchup. Every tournament I got eliminated from was on that matchup. It was like 99% TVZs and 1% TVPs. And I don't think I ever really lost TVT in a tournament. There is a small chance that he actually is top right. Because that Overlord was really weird. The way it was just sitting there and then turned around. Oh, I could have gotten that. That's too bad. Okay. I feel like this might be the opener that I am weakest against overall in this matchup. I still feel fine, but I don't feel as confident when I hit this. But when it's cross map like this, I'm not feeling too scared or anything. Okay, so I'm not 100% sure if this is mute or not. Let me get my scans real quick here. Woodles, thank you for the sub. You guys are great today.
Your forces are under attack.
Pretty tight. That was, I feel good. Alright. So far, so good. Lurkers there. He's got a ton of lurkers up there. Whoa. How'd they get through?
Your forces are under attack.
Can I really not place that anywhere? Ah!
Your forces are under attack. Insufficient phosphine levels. Not enough energy. Not enough energy. Add-on complete. Your forces are under attack. Research complete. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Research complete. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack. Upgrade complete. Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
Oh, thank you, Unctious. I'm sure you look dashingly hipster as always. Thank you. I felt I played pretty well. He wasn't really that good, I didn't think, though. Felt good and stuff, but, like, I don't know. He didn't do anything sharp at all. Like, he made a lot of lurkers. But it felt like his Mutalis's harassment was a little bit off. I guess I hit my turrets just in time. Like, just right. Thanks for all my subs so far. How would I compare myself right now to my best shape during my WCS days? So me right now would probably crush me back then, because the level overall has increased dramatically. In comparison to the rest of the world, like my world rank is probably lower right now than it was back then. Yeah. Like, I was legitimately pretty good on world rank back then. Like, not good by, like, foreigner pro gamers and StarCraft 2 standards, for sure. But, yeah, so I guess I'm better now, but yeah, that's kind of my thought on it. The game has changed a lot, so I think my base skills are all higher. Another $5 from the real Apotheosis 92. Can you get me up to speed on later? I think you mean ladder. Is A the highest? How big is the gap between A on ladder and an ASL player? Can you also briefly explain the difference between ASL and KSL? IMO SC needs a tourney where half the games are SC1 and half are SC2. Alright, well I will answer all of these questions. A is not the highest, S is the highest. Let's take a look at the ladder, I'll show you. So here's S rank. S rank is the top 1% of the world. So yeah, as you see, this is like 2,700 is the highest ladder account. I guess Flash didn't play enough games yesterday. He's just barely not #1 right now. Oh, Jaedong is #2. What the hell? Oh, chills. So the gap between an A player on ladder and an ASL player is pretty significant. Like, if you can't get S rank, you can't make it into ASL. The guys in ASL are, like, several steps above even amateur players that are high S. Like, for instance, all the players you see here are ASL players, right? Here's Mong, Jaedong, Flash, Stork, Saxry. This account is Light. I'm not sure who that is. I've seen that ID before. I can't remember who it is, though. Anyways, Saxry again. Like, you can see, this is where 4GG. Like, these are all basically pros. There's Sulky, Shine, yeah. Anyways, A rank is pretty far off. And even being in S rank doesn't mean you can make ASL, really. It's not that you can't take games off of pro gamers. Like, that can occur. But yeah, you got to be, like, if you're good enough to actually make it in ASL and it's not a fluke, then you're right up at the very top of the ladder. What was the other questions? What is the difference between ASL and KSL? ASL is a Freaka TV Star League. It is run by Freaka TV, and it's a little bit older. We're on season 7. KSL is the new league made by Blizzard, and we've only done 2 seasons so far. We'll have a couple more this year. But that one, they have very different formats. Like, KSL is closer to the map pool and the ladder. It also is all best of 5s. It's 16 players, group stage is best of 5s, and then you go into a big bracket, and there ends up with best of 7s. ASL is best of 1 group stages from round of 24, and then round of 16, and then best of 5s from round of 8 up. So they are quite different. And you say SC needs a tourney where half the games are SC1 and half are SC2. There actually was a tournament like that a while ago. It was the Hybrid Pro League. So when StarCraft 1 was transitioning into StarCraft 2 in Korea, when the KESPA teams were all transitioning, half the games in that Pro League season were StarCraft 1 and half were StarCraft 2. It was kind of weird. It's kind of interesting. But now, like, I think they could make a league like that now because there's not a transition. That league felt weird because StarCraft 1 was dying off forcefully. Like, it wasn't actually ready to go, and it was being killed because it figured may as well consolidate everyone into StarCraft 2. I think now that there's 2 completely different pro sets of players in StarCraft 1 and 2, so you could definitely make, like, teams and do something like that. Thank you for the questions and the donations.